Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of Conqueror's Blade. So today I kind of wanted to look at abandoned carts as well as derelict huts and the other varieties of these basically loot drops that you get in the open world. So I've been kind of recording everyone I've collected over the past couple of days, and I've been doing some pretty lengthy trips around the open world collecting as many as I can, and I've recorded 75 results from each of one of these I've collected, so that we get a bit of an idea of what the likelihood of getting rare drops is, or sort of what the most common finds are, just to kind of give an idea of to see is it worthwhile spending your time actually collecting these or not. So we can tab over to that document in a minute to have a look. Before I do, I just wanted to very quickly say thank you all so much for the amount of support we've been having on the channel over the past sort of week or so. It's just been growing absolutely amazingly. I just can't believe how many people are now joining into the channel, and it's truly awesome, and I really appreciate all the support. So thank you everyone very much for watching the videos, and hopefully they're at least enjoyable. But anyway, let's crack on with this, which is what we wanted to do, because I wanted to keep this to a shortish kind of video. So if we tab over to the abandoned cart results, you will see kind of what we've got. So I've done 75 results, and I've broken down everything that I've collected here. And if we just go back into things, you can see I've got this all in my inventory. It's everything in this section here. So clearly you can see just from the start, small bags of coins are easily the most common item, with 31 out of 75 of the carts dropping small bag of coins. And you can see bronze coins makes up the bulk of it, with only one heavy box. So that's really the dominant factor. And if we head over back to the spreadsheet, you can see easily 58.6% of the drops from these carts came from, gave some sort of bronze coin in one degree or another, whether that's a small bag of coins or a ragged bag or a pile of tattered bags, and each one gives a different amount of bronze coins. Kind of interestingly, I was saving these so I could demonstrate it, but we can kind of see what we get from opening each one. A small bag of bronze coins, 40, 41, 28. So you're really not getting barely anything from that. It's certainly not worth the time and effort to go and pick it up if you were just going to be getting these bronze bags. But you then get ragged bags, which are slightly bigger, giving 259, 111, so a little bit better. Then we get bigger still, a pile of tattered bags, 425, 492. Okay, these are starting to get at least some semi-decent bronze rewards, in and around the 500 mark. And then we've got a heavy box. I've never opened one of these before. That's going to give us almost 5,000 bronze coins. Okay, so that was kind of interesting. That certainly is worthwhile picking up if you can find one of them. But on top of that, bronze coins weren't the only thing I collected. 32% of everything I collected was a form of resource, i.e. either hero resources in the form of scrap copper, scrap iron, or things like hematite, goat hides, things that rare resources that you'd gather in the open world from gathering sites. I didn't actually keep all of these. Some of the things like these hematite and goat hides, you have to carry them in your wagon, and particularly things as well like a cannon that I got. Typically, I picked that cannon up right on the other side of the map, so it was taking me absolutely ages to drag it back to the city, so I just destroyed it. But yeah, so you do get resources. These are probably some of the lesser useful things in my opinion. 2 scrap copper. I know the hero resources are pretty rare, but for the amount of time and energy you do to get it, I think it's easier just to salvage existing items to get your hero resources than it is to try and collect them from the open world, because the amount you're getting there just isn't sufficient to make it worthwhile, in my opinion. But then on to the other things, the rare drops, the things that are kind of actually useful. And we did get some good things from this. Out of the 75, I got 2 skill pages. And one of them was actually useful, because the longsword skill page I was actually really quite thrilled about, because that's the only one I've got. You can see them over here in the inventory. I've got a longsword skill page and a musket skill page. These 2 down here I got from chest drops doing the weekly quests. So it was only these 2 I got from the open world. So you do get skill pages from the open world rare drops, but it works out as a pretty low percentage chance, a couple of percent. I've included other items to include a few bits as well. We also had some armors in terms of buffalo leather armor and buffalo leather boots, which is actually semi-decent armor. It's actually an improvement over what I'm currently using, so I'll probably be swapping into this very shortly. So that's certainly worth picking up, although both of them are automatically bound to you, so it's not something you can actually sell on the market. You can only use it. So once you start to get into the higher tier armors, I think this sort of stuff is probably going to be less useful. Still has some uses. We also then got a sophisticated chest armor schematic, which is kind of nice. It allows you to craft some better tier sort of heavy, light or medium armor. than what you can craft without the schematic, and the schematics are pretty hard to get hold of on the market at the moment, so yeah, I was quite pleased with that, certainly well worth having. And finally, I got a migration token. Quite expensive to buy them from the apothecary. There's certainly a couple of thousand silvers, so yeah, I was pretty chuffed with that. Well worth picking that up. I'm not particularly going to necessarily be using it at the moment, but it's certainly something I'm going to be keeping in my inventory. So yeah, all in all, is it worthwhile visiting the resources in the open world? I think generally it kind of is, but not really for any of the common items that you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting a lot of crap that really isn't very useful, you know, particularly these small bags of coins. Like nearly every other one is a small bag of coins. But when you get that skill page drop, that is worth it. When you get some of the nice armor drops, that can be pretty good too. And you know, you do get the odd rare thing like the migration token as well, which are pretty nice. But by and large, you're just going to be getting bronze coins. So kind of make of that what you will. Anyway, that's basically all I have for you in today's video. I kind of just wanted to do that as a little demonstration. Might as well open this cart while we're here. Let's see if we get anything interesting. Bolt of cloth. So no. So yeah, so you get a lot of crap in this, but there are some good things to be had in there. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do let me know what you think in the comments down below. Have you added anything sort of super rare from one of these drops? Anything really interesting? Do let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Conqueror's Blade content, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.